All right, let's do some integrating. We're going to use substitution to help us out on this one. And at first glance, this problem looks like a doozy. So what we want to do is you want to pick the inner function and let that be u. In the denominator, I noticed that we have that whole set of parentheses raised to the exponent. So that makes that the inner function. So I'm going to let u equal e raised to the negative 9x plus 2. And from there, what we want to do is we're going to be able to replace all of this with a u in just a second. From here, what we want to do is we want to take the derivative. So we get 1 is the derivative of u. We get a du with that. On the right-hand side, as we take the derivative of e to a power is e to the power, but this has not just an x up in the exponent, it has a negative 9x. So we need to use the chain rule for taking derivatives, and we'll get a negative 9, and I'll just place that out in front. The derivative of 2 is going to be 0, so I'm not going to write that down, and then we get a dx on this side. What's going to happen in this example is all of this, the entire numerator, and the dx off to the side is the same thing that we calculated over here. So what we can do is we can replace that all in with a 1 du. So taking a look at substituting things in, we get a 1, and I'll go ahead and put the du off to the side. All of that replaced with the negative 9, e to the negative 9x dx. In the denominator, we're going to replace e to the negative 9x plus 2 with u, and that's still going to be raised to the 6th power. From here, we want to integrate. So before we do our integration, I'm going to rewrite this by moving the u up to the numerator and making a negative exponent. This will allow us to simply use the power rule where we go u and we raise to, we increase the exponent by 1, so it'll be raised to the negative 5th, as negative 6 plus 1 makes negative 5. And then out in front, we want to divide by our new exponent. I'm going to multiply by 1 over that negative 5. Also, we want to include a plus c for a constant. From here, we could rewrite this if we wanted to. I'm going to go 1 over u to the positive 5th plus c, meaning the same thing as the line above it. Also, I'm going to go ahead and put my 5 down in the denominator. Don't forget that, from the negative 1/5 out in front. The last thing that we need to do to finish this up is we want to get back in terms of x. So we have 1, a negative of 1 over 5, and we're going to replace in where we have a u up above, we're going to substitute back in with e to the negative 9x plus 2. And there we have it. There's our indefinite integral taken care of. So as you do these, make sure that you pick out u to be the inner function, take its derivative, and then work on substituting in and then integrating. Don't forget at the end that you want to substitute back in so that it's back in terms of x as opposed to the u that you selected initially. All right, hope this helps. Good luck to you.